So another important little tip that you as the teacher or parent have to be aware of when you're doing these styles of activities with your child is something that we call random rotation. Now, all that means is when you present any of these sorts of receptive drills where the child's either required to point to something or hand something over based on what you've said, it's really important that you're consistently, randomly rotating the position of the items in front of the child between every drill or every few drills. So every time a child executes a task, you either rotate it, or it can be every 2 times, it can be every 3 times, it should be random. And I mean, no one can ever be perfectly random, but as the teacher or parent, you want to be doing a really good job. So if let's say I'm just doing a basic color receptive drill here with Shelter, I'm asking for either yellow or green. If I say to Shelter, give me yellow, good work, give me green, good work, give me green, good work. Now, that looks really, really good, but one of a few different things may have actually been happening there. So Sheldon may have understood that was yellow, that was green, and she was successfully giving it to me. But if she's never seen these materials before, something that Sheldon may have, a conclusion she may have come to, is that when I say, give me yellow, she needs to use her right hand, or grab to the right hand side of her. If I say, give me green, she might think that, she just always needs to go to one side or another. So what randomly rotating the materials in front of Shelter does, it will eliminate 2 major problems. It will eliminate the fact that the child might think that what you're saying is based on a location rather than the object itself. And it will help eliminate unproductive strategies, such as the last thing I gave you was, you reinforced me for that, so I'm just going to try it again no matter what you say. I'm also going to see a reduction in Shelter just going right, left, which is a really common strategy for kids. It's known as scrolling. And it's also going to eliminate left or right side bias, which a lot of our kids who have some motor issues will actually have. A lot of them will have a really preferred side where if they don't actually know what it is, they'll nearly always default to the same side. So it's really important early on, whether I'm using colors, shapes, labels, verbs, whatever sort of receptive drill I'm going to be doing with Shelter, it's really important that I just get into a nice habit of moving the materials around between trials. And it doesn't have to be every single trial, but it's something you should really keep in mind. So I'm going to do a set again with Shelter, and I'll show you what randomly rotating the materials well is actually going to look like over a 5 token strip. So Shelter, give me green. Good work. Okay. Shelter, give me yellow. Good work. Shelter, give me yellow. Good work. Shelter, give me green. Very good. Shelter, give me yellow. Very good. So you can see there, I didn't necessarily change the materials every single time, but I tried to mix up which side I had to go to. I tried to mix up where the colors were on every time. So it's just something that if you can do this really, really well as the teacher or the parent who's trying to teach your child these new receptive skills, you're going to know for a fact that your kid is actually learning the skill and not strategizing and not using other skills that we don't actually want them to use.
And going to that, it would be very natural because we as humans and as adults will have certain things we do in certain ways so we don't have to think about it too much. So even like, I don't know, putting the same sock on first or doing things, we just fall into those sorts of things. And we want, because we've been looking, we want that flexibility, we want the child really listening to what we really want them to do. We have to make sure they can't use those sorts of lazy strategies.
No cheating.
Yeah, no cheating.